Very good morning, children. In the last class, I had completed the poem named the Ball Poem. You remember? Yeah, but I came to know that uh, the chapter Two Stories About Flying, part 2 was there, the black aeroplane, which I was teaching you before these two poems. But, children, I skipped half of that chapter to be explained that time by mistake it was. So let me complete that chapter's half portion first and then I will start the new chapter in the next class. Okay. So let me just recall. I know you all might have forgotten what was the story in the black aeroplane. So let me tell you what was there. This story had been narrated by a pilot. One night he was flying his old Dakota aeroplane over France, and it was a very starry night, terrible night. He was going to England to spend his holiday with his family. It was an easy journey, and he was in a joyful mood. He looked at his watch. It was 1:30 in the morning, and through his wireless, he contacted the Paris control, and they told him to turn 12-degree west. He did as directed and found himself 150 kilometers from Paris. Means he was far from Paris. How much distance? 150 kilometers. And suddenly, what happened? The narrator, he saw the huge black clouds before him, and now it was not possible to fly up and over the clouds since he had not much fuel with him, and it was impossible to fly around the big mountains of clouds either to the right or left. Therefore, he decided to take the risk and flew his aeroplane straight into the clouds. Okay, and then as he entered the clouds, everything suddenly went black. He found that his compass had stopped working, and he tried to contact the Paris control for directions. But he was shocked to find that his radio had also stopped working. So, if you remember, till here I completed in the last class Paris control, where he just wanted to contact Paris control and to know about the direction. So, let me continue, children, further. The same I will be reading and explaining you the paragraphs discussing the difficult words, if any. Okay. There was no answer. The radio was dead too. I had no radio, no compass, and I could not see where I was. I was lost in the storm. Then, in the black clouds quite near me, I saw another aeroplane. It had no lights on its wings, but I could see it flying next to me through the storm. I could see the pilot's face turned towards me. I was very glad to see another person. He lifted one hand and waved. Follow me, he was saying. He knows that I am lost. I thought he is trying to help me. So, very easy to understand. So, what happened when he was trying to contact to the Paris control room, but he didn't get any reply. Okay, there was no answer, as we came to know that the radio was dead. It was not at all working. Now he had no radio, no compass to tell him any directions. Okay, and even it was so dark that he couldn't see where he was at that time, at that moment. And now he thought that he had completely lost in that storm. So, in the black clouds, after little time, he saw what he saw. Really a great suspense that another aeroplane could be seen, okay, very near to him in that black clouds, and that aeroplane had no lights on its wings. Okay, so but he could see it flying next to him through the storm. Though there were no lights, see children, this is only the mystery. Still, he could see, okay, that another aeroplane is flying just next to his Dakota plane. And he was very glad, very happy to see another person. Obviously, any person might be flying, so he thought now he was quite relaxed now that he saw another person flying the plane near him, and just he lifted one hand and waved. Okay, so he was giving a signal, yeah, that here he was. So another person in next plane, he just was asking this person, the pilot, to just follow him. Okay, and this person, he thought that he knows that he had been lost in this stormy clouds. So that another person who was seen in the aeroplane just near to him, he was trying to help him. Okay, now he turned his aeroplane slowly to the north in front of my Dakota, so that it would be easier for me to follow him. I was very happy to go behind the strange aeroplane like an obedient child. So what he wants to say? Who asked him? The another aeroplane's pilot. Okay, what he did, he turned his aeroplane towards the north direction, where in front of his Dakota, so that it would be easier for this person to follow him. Okay, and he was now very happy to go behind him, to follow him in the direction wherever he was going. And it was really strange aeroplane, because in that stormy night, in between those clouds like the mountains, it was an aeroplane without lights even on its wings. It was very strange. Still, he started following that aeroplane just like an obedient child. As you all are obedient students, you just agree with what your elders and teachers say. You obey them. In the same way, he was also obeying. After half an hour, the strange black aeroplane was still there in front of me in the clouds. Now there was only enough fuel in the old Dakota's last tank to fly for 5 or 10 minutes more. I was starting to feel frightened again, but then he started to go down and I followed through the storm. So now what was the condition of the pilot of old Dakota? What it is said that now, okay, it was half an hour that still the black aeroplane was in front of him in that clouds. But what was the condition? That he had very less fuel left in his old Dakota plane. That was, according to him, he guessed only 5 or 10 minutes he could fly more in the sky. Okay, so started again frightening. He was now again terrified. But then what he saw, that the plane was going down and he could also follow that plane through the storm. Suddenly I came out of the clouds and saw 2 long straight lines of light in front of me. It was runway, an airport. I was safe. I turned to look for my friend in the black aeroplane, but the sky was empty. There was nothing there. The black aeroplane was gone. I could not see it anywhere. Now what happens, children? As he was following that plane and that plane was coming downwards now. Okay, so suddenly what happened? He found that he was now out of the clouds and he could see 2 long straight lines of lights in front of him. And what was that? Yeah, that was the runway. Okay, so what happened now? It was the airport, and now he was relaxed. He took a deep breath of relaxation, that he was completely safe. Now he turned to look for his friend in the black aeroplane. Okay, now he just, when he was relaxed that he had landed in the airport, so now he was searching for that another plane's pilot who was his friend in that starry night. So, but when he saw, he was shocked to see that the sky was empty, nothing was there. Okay, and that black aeroplane had even gone. He couldn't see it anywhere, he couldn't find neither the pilot nor any plane. Okay, so what was it, children? Then, coming to the next para. I landed and was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota near the control tower. I went and asked a woman in the control center where I was and who the other pilot was. I wanted to say thank you. She looked at me very strangely and then laughed. Another aeroplane up there in this storm. No other aeroplanes were flying tonight. Yours was the only one I could see on the radar. So now what we came to know over here, that when he didn't find any other plane over there, okay, the pilot, so he just landed there and he walked near the control tower. Okay, the tower from where the people they used to control all the planes and everything. So he went inside that room and he asked a woman who was there in the control center. Okay, he just wanted to know that where he was not knowing even in which place did he landed. Okay, and who the other pilot was, he wanted to know from there, as in the control room they have the complete information about all the pilots, all the planes which are flying. Okay, so he wanted to just know the details of that plane and even the pilot. And for what purpose he wanted to know? To be thankful to that person who helped him to come out from that clouds, black clouds. Okay, he wanted to thanks. But that woman, okay, she looked very strangely, in a strange manner, and started even laughing. And she said, another plane. About which plane you are talking? Because in this term there were no other planes flying in the sky. Okay, and today's night yours was only the one that could be seen on this radar, on that screen where from where they used to control all the planes. So who helped me to arrive there safely without a compass or a radio and without any more fuel in my tanks? Who was the pilot on the strange black aeroplane flying in the storm without lights? So this is really a mystery, a question left for you to find out, children. So he was really in dilemma now, that who helped him to arrive safely at that place even without compass or a radio or without even fuel in the tanks. See, there were many difficult situations, not only one problem he was facing many problems over there, isn't it? Still he landed very safely in the runway in that airport. So he was still going on thinking. He was shocked to know that who was the person and who was the pilot on the strange black aeroplane that came to help him in that stormy night, that too without lights. Okay, so really it is a suspense. Now you can guess, children, what was that. This is the end of this chapter now. So what happens now, that what we find in this chapter, it is just a story about a mysterious event, and the writer, he shares his strange experience that he had one ghostly night while flying his Dakota aeroplane thousands of feet above the land amid the dark clouds. Okay, so here the entire plot is laden with mystery only. There was no warning from Paris air traffic center about clouds, and still the clouds suddenly appear mysteriously. Uh, of course, the episode of this magical appearance and then sudden disappearance of the black aeroplane is all filled with mystery. Okay, and if you understand, children, black itself is the color of mystery, and the author adds more color to this theme of mystery by referring to everything as being black. Everything, that is the night, the sky, the clouds, and even the friendly aeroplane, was black. I hope so you understood it. So let me stop here, and goodbye till your next class.